The Bristol Bay region is home to the world's largest salmon run, and we provide the world with 51% of their salmon.
Fishing is really important to a lot of the families here, not only in Dillingham, but in smaller villages.
My grandparents were always ready to teach their grandchildren how to set out a net and pick the fish, and they were really my teachers growing up, learning about the land.
Some people use berry pickers to pick faster and more, but I don't like to because it's too messy.
We live off the land, and with not very many jobs and very high prices at the store, it's really important for families to get a caribou or a moose to process and put away in the freezer so we could eat in the winter months. When I was about 14 years old, I was told a gold, copper, and molybdenum mine would be at the headwaters of Bristol Bay, and it could really hurt our land and our way of life. The Pebble Mine would be the largest mine in North America. You'd be able to see it from space. If it goes through, they will use as much water as Seattle does in 1 year. The mining operations would be a threat not only because of the huge hole that they're putting in the ground, but the toxins from the mine would be a threat to our salmon. United Tribes of Bristol Bay is a consortium. We represent 14 tribes in Bristol Bay, which is 80% of the people.
This is my favorite document because it shows from the start of the Pebble Mine, different steps that we've taken to protect our land and our way of life.
Being the education and outreach coordinator, I travel to villages to give them updates on where the mine is, what's the next steps, how they could take action.
Behind me we have the Protect Bristol Bay booth. In the summers it is open during the fishing season to reach out to the community and the fishermen to let them know where the process is in this proposed mine and giving them opportunities to take action.
I do get people who are pro-Pebble. I let them know that this is a temporary thing. The mine isn't gonna go on forever, but fishing has been here since time immemorial.
Heidi's cause, her work, focuses around a global resource where over half of the world's wild salmon come from this tiny little region that nobody even knows about. They don't give a second thought to where their salmon came from. Despite the fact that people aren't necessarily seeing how important this is, she sees that. And that's why she gives her life to it.
It's important to look in the future for the generations after me and after my nephew's generation. We really want to protect traditional practices here, and we want our culture to thrive.